Okay, whew. I am putting on my shoes and about to head out to harvest some of our sweet potatoes, and I wanted to take you along on the journey. So let's head outside and harvest some of these goodies. Now, sweet potatoes are a tubular vegetable that actually grows in the roots of your plant. They're going to be a nice starchy nutrient item that's high in fiber, minerals, and other nutrients that are really great. So we love to grow these, and they can be grown in a bunch of different varieties, whether it be in the ground, in a container garden, or in a raised garden bed. So we'll head over. We have ours in some raised container gardens. So I am so excited. Here is our sweet potato container. So we used a half of one of our largest beds to grow these. This actually consists of only 6 sweet potato plants, and it did start off pretty small for each leaf, and then they can grow really, really long, these vines. So what we definitely want to do is throughout the season, we actually would cut ours down, and this way it's going to exert the energy into growing the roots or the tubular, which is the sweet potato, instead of exerting its energy into the vines, which is vital to making sure that you have a nice crop. You'll start to notice that your sweet potatoes are ready because their leaves will start to turn yellow. So we have a lot of those starting to form here. It's now fall, and you definitely can tell that a lot of these are starting to change, and that's definitely a telltale sign. Another thing that's going to be a sign is when you actually start to see some of your sweet potatoes peeking out of the ground, similar to carrots, and that's going to help you notice that these are also pretty big. When you plant these, you do want to make sure that you're going deep into the ground, around 15 inches, to make sure that everything is deep enough and it's able to really root down there, but sometimes they do tend to come up. Today is a beautiful, sunny, warm day, which is the best time to actually be harvesting your potatoes, because what we're going to want to do is we're going to pull out the ones we want to use. We'll leave in any others that we might not be ready for, because really leaving them in the ground longer is just going to be the best way to store them. And you can store them all the way up until it does start to freeze, and then it's gonna start to rot the vine and thus rot the potato. So you want to get it out of the ground before it does start to freeze. But we can really leave this in here, and that's gonna help it store the longest. But on a warm, sunny day, we can help take these out with not too damp of soil, and then we're gonna go let them stand out. So we're gonna pick some of our sweet potatoes today, not all of them, and we'll show you what we find. Now we're gonna dig into this plant, and what we're gonna do is first, I like to take off the vines on top, and then I'll dig for our goodies. This one's a funky one right here. Now, you could see when I pulled out this one, I actually broke it off, and you wanna really try to not break it because it could ruin the integrity of the tubular. It's gonna make it harder to keep longer. This little tiny one here. Nice little Jones. A good one. Well, we have a bunch of sweet potatoes that we pulled out, honestly, more than we probably even need right now. But what I'm gonna do is go sit them out in the sun for a couple of hours. And this way it's gonna help dry them up and make them store longer in our area. And then once you do have them dried up, you want to make sure to, similar to any store-bought sweet potatoes, you will want to keep them in a cool, dry place so that they will stay for longer, and sweet potatoes can stay up to months if they're stored in a nice location. I've gone ahead, laid these out in a sunny location. We'll leave these here for a couple of hours and they'll be ready to store. I hope that this video was helpful. We have a lot more garden content, so check it out over here, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye!